The legislature did not fare better.
I have a cultural problem. I can't go to court to solve my problem. I'm arrested unjustly by SSS. I can't go to court. My wife is pregnant. By the next 2 weeks, she will put to bed. She's arrested. The court is shut down. There can be bad administration and that. Define bad administration. To suffer a host not to have access to justice. When Dr. Peter Lee was governor, Assembly never passed any bill in government house, whether in old brick house or in new house. Never.
Governor Wike, while citing the report of Amechi's economic advisory team, said the period under the last administration was characterized by a lot of wastages and priorities that were misplaced.
So, we provided 30 schools, health centers. There's nothing wrong about providing. What we're talking about is, as a government, what we call priorities, relevance. I can sit here today and say, go to every community, go and put school. That's political. You don't go and build a school for the sake of building a school. You build, it will be vandalized, nobody is there. It doesn't make sense. So many schools were brought down. Money you will take to renovate school. You will say, no, we have money to build. You bring it down. Build it down, wahala, we left. 8 years. So far, and that's what people call good administration. I won't do that.
The River State Governor also said he will continue to defend the state from those who do not mean well for it.
I told the people of the state, give me support. I'm not a saint. I can beat myself. The glory of God will done very, very well. My own fish, I'm going. But for you and for the state, you must know what is good for our state. The fight that Peter Lee fought for the state is the same fight I'm carrying on. Everybody who does not want the existence of River State, I will not agree. I cannot sell River State for whatever it is. I will not do it. If you like bring all the imports, I will not sell this state.
In another development, a Port Harcourt-based lawyer, Innocent Ekwe, says the New Year's message of Governor Nyesom Wike did not address the realities of life in River State. Dr. Ekwe, who is also a governorship candidate of Allied People's Movement APM in the state, said the current administration has not created the enabling environment for Rivers people to thrive.
All this put together has impoverished Rivers people and has brought them below where they ought to be because the governor did not express the realities on ground. I expected the governor to tell Rivers people his plans to alleviate poverty, to empower people to set up their businesses, release promotion that have been denied civil servants, activate economic activity so that people can be able to set up their businesses, feed their families. This is integral part of governance.
Dr. Ekwe also reacted to the claims of Governor Wike that his administration has attracted foreign and local investments to the state.
As we speak today, I am not aware of any industry that has taken off in Rivers State that is employing Rivers people that came in within the last 8 years under the efforts of the current government. Rather, a few of Rivers State establishments that are existing were shut down by this government and no alternative was put in place. So I think that Rivers people should ensure that the pain we suffer now should be a thing of the past.
Dr. Innocent Ekwe, while commenting on the call by Governor Wike to protect the interest of the state, however, advised Rivers people to resist the attempt by the political class in the state to continue the current status quo.
And I'm sure that Rivers people will choose right by looking at the background, the antecedents, the character type of the various candidates, their ratio to integrity and ability to be their word. For me, I think that what Rivers people need is a change of the status quo because currently the current system has totally abandoned the welfare of the people of Rivers State. It rests on the shoulder of government to create the enabling environment.
Also, a spokesperson of civil society organizations in Rivers State, Solomon Lenu, also called on Rivers people not to vote for political parties and their candidates that do not have the interest of the state at heart.
This government thwarted everything that has to do with human rights. The human rights abuses in this administration is the highest that we have seen. A situation whereby the government of the day goes against even the federal laws, because today as we speak, people cannot really go and campaign, people cannot really go and canvass every other opposition party from campaigning. So what are the freedoms that he's talking about? Rivers State is going through a lot. That a lot of us are not talking at this point is not because things are not happening.
Lano also queried the parameters Governor Nyesom Wike used to arrive at the claims that his administration attracted investments to the state.
That we should not vote for someone who does not love Rivers State. And that is true. In the governorship election that is coming, Rivers people should not vote for a candidate that is coming from someone who don't love the people. We must not consolidate such suffering that has been foisted on Rivers for the last 7.5 years. And that's something that was very, very prophetic that the governor himself stated. So that was very prophetic for the new year. And that's the only takeaway that we are taking from that broadcast that was made.
The human rights activist also claimed the indices of human rights abuses were recorded in the current administration.
The international investment or investor that the governor alluded to, Rivers State, have not seen any investment whatsoever, foreign direct investment, even the local investment. The state government, has heavily been criticized as the only state in the whole of the Niger Delta that has not invested in the people. The actions of this government chases businesses away.
A youth leader in Oyigbo local government area of Rivers State, Victor Okwute, has urged the residents in the area to join others in collecting the permanent voters' cards. Okwute, in an interview with correspondent Soibi Uruwari, said the call became necessary following the low numbers of the PVC collection in the area.
From January to December 2022, National Drug Law Enforcement Agency Rivers State Command arrested 312 suspects comprising 256 males and 56 females with hard drugs weighing 2,332 kilograms, that is 2.332 tons. The command also secured conviction of 119 drug offenders and have 115 pending cases at the Federal High Court, Port Harcourt.
Okwute urged relevant government authorities to carry out a PVC collection drive and advised politicians in the area to avoid heating up the polity ahead of the general elections.
The command also successfully rehabilitated 40 drug-dependent persons.
Apologies for the mix-up with the sounds. Well, still ahead in the news, NDLEA convict 119 drug offenders. Do please stay tuned.
Collaborate in the society.
Stage news on info. Now stations continue. Crown President with hands and them.
To make it like more fun, I can't wait if we watch movies together, eat popcorn together, take drinks and like just better.
Came here for fun with the children, especially so that they can enjoy them.
Came here with my son for him to have fun.
I'm here to play games like GTA, San Andreas and others.
And the NDLEA River State Command says it's convicted 119 drug offenders and seized over 2.3 tons of hard drugs last year. Deputy Stander BC Mo activities in the command within the last year.
From January to December 2020, National Drug Law Enforcement Agency River State had 100 suspects comprising 256 pills and 56 with hard drugs being 2,302.332 tons. The command also secured conviction of 110 drug offences.
The habitat of drug dependents across the state.
The command also rehabilitated and paid to various schools, communities, NGOs, religious groups, traditional kingdoms, and corporate organizations in River State, collaborating with NDLEA in the fight against drug abuse 2022. Further advise Rivers people to continue to partner with DNC in 2020 so that together we fight drug masses.
And now the business.
The major seat in the cost of fuel across the nation will become clearer at the end of this week. The natural gas senior committee to partner which told us in the industry find out the real combined findings of committee will be known this weekend, and he is optimistic that the scarcity will end this weekend.
To state that before the actions down and other people, an alarm has been made that we have the police on their own need some effort to support some of the usual problem.
And it also explained the hike in the price of diesel.
None of them is insignificant. It's as important as the diesel. We have maintained that as that we will rely on consumption on importation. None is service to in this country is working. And as long as this continue to be the case, shortage, scarcity will always be the basis as we move on from one quarter.
In states 1st of January and still we are still using the old edition, they are still giving ones.
Actor Alex Kubo's former fiancée, Fancy, has stated her apology post, saying she was forced to write it. In 2013, nationalist parties wanted to keep the Kuna but were overruled by the Constitutional Court. The state tackled Orders in the states have reacted to Governor Wike's New Year broadcast committed to address scarcity input on the 14 ratio and zone area. And was initiated by Sakure. Expected to this evening. Remember to collect your PVC and vote. Vote is your voice. My installation at daytime.